Alright guys, this is Ryan again with Paintball Reviewer 912 on the Heavy Rain Paintball team. I'm going to be doing a little maintenance on the Proto Slg 9. So basically, if you guys want to know how I'm doing this, I just have like a hat cam. I tape my camera onto my hat, use a little bit of electrical tape. It's just, it just holds it on there. So basically, yeah, I'm just going to be showing you a little bit of maintenance on how to do anything that you need on your 09 for your basis. And it's I think it's actually the same thing with the UL, it's just a composite frame. So yeah, first off, make sure that you have all your Allen keys, all that stuff, just so that you're ready when you need them. So for the bolt, basically, I haven't lubed this in a while, so I'm just going to do it right now. But you just want to just untwist it until it comes out. Sometimes you might untwist it accidentally too much, but that's okay, you can twist it right back in, so it's no big deal. So you get your muffler and the back part of your bolt. And oh, yeah, let me just show you how really quick to get this out if it's jammed. Sometimes the bolt just doesn't come out, like, well, it did now, but I mean, sometimes it gets jammed in there, so you just want to take your finger down the neck and just push it until it comes out the back. So, that's it for that. So yeah, let me show you what you're going to need to lube. You get your dye slick lube. This stuff again is amazing. So yeah, first off, just put a little bit on your finger, okay? That's gonna do wonders for you. And you just take a little bit off at a time as you need it. And you just want to make sure you get every single O-ring. This is very important because, especially for this back one right on here, if that gets messed up at all, it just basically it's just a nightmare for your gun. Your gun's going to fire, and it's going to get jammed up, and you're not going to be able to shoot again until you relube it. Because I remember I had it on, and I forgot to lube that one, and I was shooting 5 balls a second on semi, and I was like, why is it doing that? And I was just tapping the trigger once, so yeah. Basically, just go all over the bolt, just to get it nice and lubed up. So yeah, that's what she said. But seriously, guys, that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you get it all the way on there. And, yeah, just take a little bit more in your finger. I mean, you only need a little bit. This is why this stuff lasts you a while. You want to make sure that you wipe off anything that's already on here. Just so, like, no hair. If you have a dog, like, there's a piece of hair, just wipe that off in your pants. Big deal. So, yeah, and just wipe that on here. You don't need to get this muffler. I mean, if you want to, you can, but you really guess you shouldn't. But, yeah. But yeah, again, if you twist this back part too much, this will come off. It's no big deal. You can just twist it back in. But yeah, this goes together. It's just really simple. It just plunges in. And you just put this back in your gun. And this is, I think that's pretty cool how that works out. How it just sits in there. Like, I remember my Titman. This thing isn't bad. After, like, to take apart, do some maintenance to it. I mean, if you do a Titman, this thing's going to take 15-20 minutes. That thing's a pain in the balls. I mean, if you have this, I mean, all you'd have to do really is just take off the bolt and just clean out the eyes, and that's basically it. I mean, I'm going to show you how to clean out the eyes really quick. For that, you're going to need you're going to need some Q-tips, and you're going to want to grab, I believe, the second smallest hex key. Yeah, second smallest one. Let me look for that real quick. Okay, you can grab your second smallest hex key. And, yeah, because the Titman, I mean, you have to take the whole grip frame off. Like, there's like 5 screws, and you need to take it all off. And you open it up, and sometimes you'll get unlucky, and the spring will come out, and it'll shoot all over the place, and you'll be sitting there for 2 hours all pissed off crying because you can't find the spring and your gun won't work anymore. But yeah, so I'm just going to show you one eye because it's the same exact thing on the other side. And this is going to be where your detents are. So yeah. So first you're going to take this out, okay? I'm sorry about that, but here's the screw. If this comes out, basically, the screw just goes into this little slot. I'm going to show you once I get it back in. So yeah, it just goes into this little slot right here. And here's your spring. I mean, that's pretty important for your detent. But yeah, here, hold on, let me show you the detent. The detent, you know, you can pull it out for you really quick. This little black thing right here, okay? make sure it goes in with the little like riv part going out, and where it's hollowed out back towards you. That basically makes sure that the paintballs don't go out the front when it's just sitting there. If you point your gun forward with no detent, it's just going to roll out, and you're going to basically be screwed, because what are you going to be doing when you're running? The paintballs are just going to keep coming through, and they're just going to keep going, and you're going to be fucked, basically. So, yeah, just take your Q-tip, here, and just wipe all the stuff in here. Just make sure you get it all nice and clean. If your eyes get dirty, it's going to mess up how your paintballs are going to, how it's going to see your paintballs, and, I mean, that's just not good. Let me just get all that stuff out. Mine's actually pretty clean. I don't know if you can see, but there's actually nothing on here. It's just because it's getting a little irritated on there. But yeah, so you just want to be careful with the spring. Just make sure it's seated in there nice. Make sure that the screws in there, okay, and you're just going to want to put it back together. So you just sit it back on here. Oh, and really quickly, to make it easier, just put the spring in the detent. It's just easier to put it on. So yeah, just fit that back in there the way it's supposed to. And you just take your Allen key, and you're just going to want to find the screw, and you're just going to screw it back in. But only do it hand tight. Don't crank it to the point where the plastic's going to snap, because then you're basically, again, going to be screwed. Because that's not good for the gun to have cracked plastic where the eye wires are, and you don't want to get them ripped or anything. So yeah, that's basically it on here. Really quickly, I'm going to show you about the Hyper 3. Mine spins around. Ooh, it's not bad. It normally does that. If, really quick, guys, if it leaks from here, it's going to happen. No matter what, it's going to happen. You want to get a wrench and just get some Teflon tape. Make sure you peel all the Teflon tape off. And when you're putting the Teflon tape back on, go with the threads. If you don't go with the threads, it's basically just not going to do anything. So yeah, you're just going to take it off your Hyper 3, put the thing on, and screw it back in. If you want to take that off, that's what's going to happen. And here's your macro line. If there's a little gap, it's going to leak a little bit, but you're just going to need to adjust it around, and that's basically going to be it for that. If you're going to want to take off the Hyper 3, make sure you get a strap wrench, because you don't want to get this thing all torn up and it's going to look like crap. I was going to say put it around the rubber grip on here, but that spins. So yeah, you're just going to want to put it on it and just untighten it off there. And yeah. Another real quick thing, this is very important. The ASA. It gets loose. Just going to let you know. Take off your grip frames. I'm just going to not going to do it. I'm just going to show you guys real quick because I'm a little pressed on time, but okay. See, my hands are too big for this little thing. Yeah, you just get that. And once you undo all these, you're going to want to take the same hex key. You're going to go to the middle. There's a middle hole. It's going to take a while, but you're going to want to use the same hex key that you used to take the screws off the grip frame. It's going to take a little bit of practice to get it into the hole, but once you get it in there, instead of turning it to the right to tighten it, you have to turn it to the left to tighten it. I know it's a little weird, but that's how it just works out. So yeah, that's it for the 09 SLG for maintenance. Hope this helped you guys in any way. Thanks for watching.